seed. That's the fight against God's people before the flood. Read.
Verse 6. And it repented the Most High that he had made man on the earth.
And we was such a farce. We were doing such evil during that time that it repented the Most High that he created man from the beginning. So you can imagine what we were doing back then before the flood. Now usually this time is recorded in history under what you would call Greek mythology. This is how they hide it, through saying that it's a myth. When you see those old pictures like Dungeons and Dragons and Conan the Barbarian and all those barbaric type of people riding dragons and fighting and all that, all those things that we know didn't happen after the flood. That's where they get that those understandings, that history from. We're going to prove that. That all that history, that dark history, when people were operating all out, was before the flood. Read.
Verse 6. And it repented the Most High that he had made man on the earth.
Go ahead.
And it grieved him at his heart. And the Most High said, I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth.
So now the Most High is saying, you know what? I'm going to destroy them. I'm going to destroy them from off the face of the earth. Read.
Both man and beast, and the creeping thing, and the fowls of the air. For it repenteth me that I have made them.
So what did the Most High destroy? He said he's going to destroy the fowl of the air, everything. Because it repented. Now you have to realize, well, if mankind have sinned against the Most High, why is he destroying animals? They didn't do anything wrong. Yeah, but the Nephilim and those that were following the Nephilim started cross-splicing and damaging and destroying and sinning against the Most High's creatures. Bestiality, all that. Started when you look at the myth of Pan, part animals, part people, all those things, they were doing all types of crazy splicing before the time of the flood. So the Most High, why are you thinking the law? The Most High wrote certain things in the law when we went into the land of Canaan. On our way to the land of Canaan, he gave Moses things that you wouldn't think twice about. Why did he put in the law that you're not supposed to deal with a beast? These are the things that was happening before the flood. He gave us a law written so that we couldn't repeat the things that made us fall before the flood. Dealing with your sister, dealing with your mother, dealing with your father, dealing with another man's wife, and all those things which is according to commandments, against the commandments, were being done before the flood. Okay. Read.
Verse 8. But Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord.
Yeah.
These are the generations of Noah.
So now it goes to the generations of Noah, and we all know the story. Noah went to build the ark. While he was building, he was prophesying, and yet few listened. Let me tell you, brothers and sisters, there's not too many of our people like you that are here about 6 o'clock Eastern in your time, or 3 o'clock on the West Coast, wherever you might be right now. It's not too many people at 6 o'clock Eastern sitting down with their Bibles open, looking at what's going on in end times and trying to follow the Most High like you are. That's very rare. So imagine nobody hardly followed Noah. All right. Finish reading.
Verse 9. These are the generations of Noah. Noah was a just and perfect, Noah was a just man and perfect in his generations. And Noah walked with the Most High.
And he walked with the Most High, which means he was keeping the commandments. Go ahead.
Verse 10. And Noah begot 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth.
Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Go ahead.
Verse 11. The earth also was corrupt before the Most High, and the earth was filled with violence.
It filled with what?
And the earth was filled with violence.
We're going to show you how this violence was taught. Okay, and violence is from the devil. Violence is from Satan. Read.
Verse 12. And the Most High looked upon the earth. Behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted his way upon the earth. And the Most High said unto Noah, The end of all flesh is come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them. And behold, I will destroy them with the earth.
I will destroy them with the earth. So the earth was punished too. At this time, there was only one landmass. The landmass was on one side, and the water or the seas were on the other side, as we see in Genesis, the first chapter, during our creation lesson. So what happens? Water started coming through the earth, breaking up the earth, making islands, making different parts. The whole earth was being destroyed. And that's where you get some of the ruins, the ancient ruins underground of the city Atlantis. Okay, that's where you get the ancient city that they find under the Atlantic, called Atlantis. That was the city of the giants. Now, let's see what was going on before the flood. Let's go into the book of Enoch. And I want to read in the book of Enoch what was taught. The agreement that was made, what was taught. And for those who might question whether or not Enoch is canonical or righteous learning. Okay, for those who might question, don't think a man was as righteous as Enoch and didn't have record. Okay, he was the righteous before the flood. But yet you cannot read anything about Enoch hardly when it comes to serious detail, in-depth detail within the Bible itself. Why? Because the Roman Catholic Church was over the canonization, and they were hiding the fallen angels, their leaders, and the children of the fallen angels. Their so-called saints and statues they're worshiping are the children of Nephilim, or the children of the fallen angels. So they were hiding Enoch, because if they tell you about Enoch, then they must now start bringing forth information of what the Most High used Enoch for, and what's going on with those spirits that were loosed in the earth during the time of Enoch. Okay? They don't want to explain those things, but for those who question Enoch, if you read Hebrews 11:5, it says, by faith Enoch was translated. That means he did not see death, that he should not see death, and was not found. He became, it says, and was not found, because the Most High, had translated him. For before his translation, he had this testimony, that he pleased the Most High. So based on Hebrews 11, we all can read that Enoch had a testimony. But our question is, why can't we read this testimony? Why don't the churches that talks about Jesus and pleasing God, why they never speak about Enoch? He was so righteous, the Most High translated him. Before the flood, he was king and priest. It so happened he would come out every day at one point, and he was prophesying, I tell you, in Enoch. And then he started coming out once a week, then once a month, then once a year. And then once every 5 years. It was to a point where